body tired, mind
awake.
So if body tired, mind awake, what can you do for your mind to be awake? Well, there's nothing you can do about that.
What can you do for your mind to quiet is the question.
Right.
So the way that you, so let's talk about quieting the mind.
Yeah.
Because you just have to keep converting these things to physiology, right? People are like, I can't fall asleep. It takes me 2 hours to fall asleep. Well, why can't you fall asleep? Because I'm thinking about all the stuff from the day. And then you're like, well, you have OCD or ADD or ADHD.
Hypomanic,
you're hypomanic.
Yeah.
You have all these categories for this. It's none of that. Your mind is awake and you are ruminating, unless something catastrophic happened. Obviously, divorce, bankruptcy. There are reasons why you wouldn't sleep. But aside from the obvious, most people have this chronically throughout their lifetime. They are chronic poor sleepers, and they get in bed, their body tired, but their mind awake. So what is causing awakened state? It's a category of neurotransmitters called catecholamines. If you pull those up, catecholamines. Catecholamines are fight or flight neurotransmitters. Okay, so if catecholamines are at like a 2, neurotransmitters and hormones play a crucial role in the body's response to stress, fear, and excitement. Okay, so as these neurotransmitters rise, they create one of those things, stress, fear, or excitement. They create a awakened state. And the more that they rise, the more impact they have on your physiology. So at low levels, your mind is awake and it's just kind of buzzing. As it rises a little further, you get anxious. As it keeps rising, you will have anxiety. If they continue to rise, you will have a full-blown panic attack. And if they rise even further, you'll have paranoias. And so this entire cascade of mental illnesses and issues, sleep disturbances, sleep disruptions, insomnia-related disorders, is following this rise and fall of these neurotransmitters. There is a gene called COMT. If you want to pull that, I love how you guys are pulling all this shit up in real time. This is amazing. Catecholomethyltransferase. Okay, about 44% of the population has this gene mutation.
What percentage?
44%.
Oh, wow.
See how it plays a crucial role in the metabolism of neurotransmitters, particularly dopamine, norepinephrine, and epinephrine. So what are those neurotransmitters? Those are your waking state neurotransmitters. They're also your fight or flight neurotransmitters. You ask anybody that's ever suffered from anxiety, ask them these 3 questions. Have you had it on and off throughout your entire lifetime? Most of the time they'll say yes. Have you, can you always point to the specific trigger that causes it? Most of the time they will say no. I can be on a podcast just like this with you right now and just kind of get overwhelmed with anxiety, right? I can be driving home from work on an otherwise innocuous day and I can be overwhelmed by anxiety. Most people that have anxiety do not need a specific trigger. They don't need to walk to the edge of a 30th floor balcony and be afraid of heights or get on a crowded elevator and be afraid, claustrophobic. What they need is for catecholamines to rise. So now the question is, how do we lower catecholamines? Because there are so many quote unquote mental illnesses that are linked to this gene mutation, which is very easy to test for. And I'm going to tell you how to supplement for it, even if you don't test for it. Because high levels of catecholamines, what does high catecholamine mean? Oh, it means anxiety. It means anxiousness. It means heightened state of fear. It means sweating. It means rapid heart rate. So all of these conditions get diagnosed as illnesses, or they get diagnosed as, mental conditions or mental disorders, when the truth is you have high catecholamines. Why do you have these? Because you're deficient in the raw material that breaks down catecholamines. Well, what breaks those down? SAMe, which is an amino acid, S-adenosylmethionine, capital SAM, lowercase e, which you can also get at GNC or you can get online. These people need extra significant dosages of B-complex vitamins. They need a form of B12 called hydroxycobalamin. They need methylfolate. So they need the basic nutrients and raw materials that if our soil had the right level of nutrients and if our food was not highly processed and we ate a whole food diet and we took basic supplements, you would find that your body has the raw material it needs to break these kinds of neurotransmitters down. What happens at night when you break down catecholamines? Your mind quiets. Another great way to do this is by taking magnesium. Magnesium threonate is actually very good for this. I actually take a magnesium complex that has all 7 forms of magnesium in it.
How many supplements you take throughout the day?
I take about 9.
That's it?
Yeah, 9 or 10 in the morning, and then I take a a magnesium blend at night, but I also have a sleep routine. You know, we're such creatures of habit. We design our days from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed, and what we should really design is bookending our sleep, and then everything else will fall in line, right? So if I asked you what's your workout routine, most people go, I do this, bang, 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 bang. You know, I do HIIT cardio 2 days a week. I do weight training. I do upper body, lower body. I alternate days. They'll have a workout routine. Most people have a routine to, operate their business. They have regular business meetings, but they don't have a routine to go to sleep, and they don't have a routine to wake up. Timing the sleep and wake cycle of your body is your absolute human superpower. So here's 5 things your audience could just do tonight if they're not already doing this. Just this week, just pick a consistent time. So say 10:30 at night. I'm going to go to bed at 10:30, and then make that promise to yourself and keep the promise. Get into bed at 10:30, even if you don't go to sleep. If you're one of those people that ruminates at night, take magnesium, like a magnesium 3 and 8 or a magnesium breakthrough, Biooptimizer's magnesium breakthrough. Take a magnesium at night. If you really have an active mind, before you go to bed, do a contrast shower. Get in the shower, run the water as hot as you can stand it on the back of your spine, step out of that stream of water, turn it as cold as it will go, and step into that stream of water and just deal with it.
Sudden, not gradual.
Bang, shock the body.
Right.
Like a cold shock protein.
Right.
So step into that stream of water for 30 seconds and just deal with it, and then get out of the shower and dry off. This will break the catecholamine cycle. When you get into your bedroom, drop the temperature down colder than you think, 65 to 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Surgically remove every ounce of light from the room. If you got an alarm clock on the nightstand, throw a towel over it. You know, if you have fissures in the curtains, try to close them up, or get a cheap sleep mask. Get a full, cotton sleep mask. It's hard to say don't use your phone in bed because everybody does. So if you're going to use your phone in bed, and just make sure that you turn the red light filter on, and when you're done, you throw it on airplane mode, and then do a breathwork technique when you get into bed, which is just long, slow inhales through the nose. Take a 4 or 5 second pause, breathe out like you're breathing out through a straw. And just imagine yourself kind of pulling all the thoughts from your head down into your chest and breathing them out. I know that sounds really hokey, but I promise you won't even make it to 10 breaths. And start to do this every single night. Consistent bedtime, contrast shower, breathwork in bed, night, sleep mask, cold environment.
It's not complicated. That's simple to do.
It's super not complicated, man. I mean, I
I'm
wish I
telling you,
could sell it.
So many people have a hard time with that. Going to sleep at night.
Yeah.
If I put my head down, I'm gone. So
me
for
too.
me, it's not, I don't, my wife will always say, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't, and by the way, I have a lot on my mind.
Yes.
But the moment I go horizontal and I commit to going to sleep, I'm gone. Now, don't get me wrong. About 4 or 5 times a year when I'm going to sleep, where the stuff is heavy and I got a lot, I just can't, I won't be able to sleep throughout the night. But that's normal.
Right.
But on a regular thing, it's not hard for me to just hit the sack and go to sleep. Nowadays, more than ever, the brand you wear reflects and represents who you are. So for us, if you wear a Future Looks Bright hat or a Valuetainment gear, you're telling the world, I'm optimistic. I'm excited about what's going to be happening, but you're a free thinker. You question things. You like debate. And by the way, last year, 120,000 people got a piece of Future Looks Bright gear with Valuetainment. We have so many new things. The cufflinks are here. New Future Looks Bright. This is my favorite, the green one. Just yesterday, somebody placed an order for 100 of these. If you watch the PBD podcast, you got a bunch to choose from. White ones, black ones. If you smoke cigars and you come to our cigar lounge, we have this high quality lighter cutter and a holder for the cigars. We got sweaters with the Valuetainment logo on it. We got mugs. We got a bunch of different things. But if you believe the future looks bright, if you follow our content and what we represent with Valuetainment, with PBD Podcast, go to vtmerch.com. And by the way, if you order right now, there's going to be a special VT gift inside just for you. So again, go to vtmerch.com, place your order, tell the world that you believe the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.